This video is for people who want to get a job in digital marketing as a fresher or someone with no relevant experience in digital marketing. How exactly I can start my career in digital marketing or how to get a job in a digital marketing career is one of the most common questions we receive in this channel. Hence, I decided to make a video which would answer most of your questions. Now, if you're someone who is looking to study digital marketing or acquire new skill sets, then I've made two different videos which I would strongly recommend you to watch in order to execute whatever I recommend in this particular video. Just in case you don't know, my name is Lakshman and I'm a growth marketer by profession. I also run an agency in parallel and I run this YouTube channel where we talk about marketing, growth, and technology. If you are new here, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We are really close to that 500 subscriber mark. Hopefully we hit it soon. Alright, let's begin. Now, before we get into how exactly you can get into the digital marketing job, let's take 1 minute and think from an employer standpoint, what exactly they would look for when they are looking to hire a digital marketer. There could be multiple factors, but these are the common 5 things which from my experience as well, an employer would look for when they hire a digital marketer. The first one is a very strong skill set. Yes, you need to have absolutely strong expertise in areas of digital marketing. Whether it is one particular area or if it is spread across, doesn't matter, but you have to be strong in whatever you have known. The second one is relevant experience. Well, most of you might not have it at the moment. We'll see how to get past it. Number 3 is fitting the company culture. The company would have set a standard culture. You can go ahead and talk to some of their employees before the interview process to understand what kind of company or the culture that prevails there in order to better equip yourself during the interview process. Number 4 is being innovative or creative as much as possible. Whenever companies hire for marketers in junior roles or entry-level position, they usually look for someone who is really creative and innovative and energetic in their approach. So whatever answers you are trying to give, try to give it in a really creative and innovative manner. That's something you need to take care of. And the last point, of course, fitting their budget. They would have a standard budget fit for entry-level positions or junior member positions. You need to make sure that you fit in that budget, and that's totally up to you. I don't want to interfere in that. Well, once we have sorted the other 4 things, there is the second thing, which is having relevant experience. Even if you don't have it, I'm going to tell you how exactly you can fix it and get the position. The first one is being a specialist. Yes, digital marketing is a huge spectrum. There is SEO, there is copywriting, there is email marketing, there is social media. There are multiple things around digital marketing. Well, basically, it's just marketing in a digital channel, right? So if you're someone who is trying to enter as a generalist, then technically it is going to be really difficult for you. Rather, if you're someone who is a specialist, let's say you have done some certifications in just social media advertising or Google AdWords, then it's just going to get a bit more easier for you because companies usually hire for specific roles a lot compared to a generalist role. So if you're someone who is trying to break in the path and enter halfway through, then I would strongly recommend you to be a specialist instead of being a generalist. The second one is creating a portfolio for yourself. If you take designers, for example, more than their resume, their work would say a lot about their potential than just their resume. They usually share their Dribble profiles, wherein they showcase some of their designs or the work they have done in the past. Similarly, for marketers, you can have your own blog or your own website, which is totally free to create in today's world. You can go ahead and share your learnings about whatever you have learned. Just go ahead and document whatever you have been learning and post it as blogs. Now, let's say if you're someone who's into social media, then I would recommend you to start any page online and share it as your portfolio. At the end of the day, it is important to have some portfolio under your name, which you can share as reference along with your resume. It's going to help you stand out from the hundreds of resume that comes in, wherein maybe 10 or 20 are the ones which have these portfolio attached to them. Be the one among them. The third thing is to be open to work for free. Now, I started my career by working for free. When I was in my MBA school, I started approaching the startups which is next to my college. I told them, I'm going to work for you for free. Tell me the business problems you have and I'll see if any of them can be addressed by me. And then some of the companies were kind enough to come ahead and present me with the opportunity with the problems they had. At the end of the day, I helped them during my spare time and I got certifications, not as an intern or as a project completion, but instead I got it as a consultant from them. Because I got these certifications, I used it to claim my work experience when I started applying for companies. So if you have any of those brands whom you have known, and if they have some really good business problems which you can solve, go ahead and take it up. And it's completely fine if you have to work for free in the early days. But at the end of the day, try to see if you can get certified or get some sort of acknowledgement from the company as a consultant instead of an intern or any other position. The fourth one is pretty straightforward, which is called certifications. Yes, there has been a lot of debate around whether you need certification in today's world where skill set matters, certification is not complying everything, and that is totally true. If you have a certificate, it doesn't really prove your skill set, but a certificate is kind of an entry ticket for you. Imagine I'm getting 2 resumes from 2 same profiles, but one of them have done 4 certifications for the post which I'm hiring for. I'm definitely going to prioritize talking to him more than the other person. If you have the chance, go ahead and do the certifications around the specialization area which you have narrowed down in. And like I said, if you're looking for some more places to learn or get certified from, go ahead and check out my other video where I have mentioned about this in detail. Let's come to the final point. Let's say if you haven't done any of these 4 steps, I would strongly recommend you to just do the 5th step alone, and it's gonna help you a lot throughout your career. It's called building a personal brand for yourself. I'll definitely make a video in detail about personal branding, but for now, it is about building an online profile for yourself wherein you create content consistently. And of course, being marketers, I would recommend LinkedIn than any other platform in order to do this. Go ahead and start engaging with other people posts, start networking with people, and try to create content as often as possible. Now, the best way to do it is by documenting whatever you have learned and whatever you have worked on over the period in the next week over a 3-day schedule. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, keep it as the timeline and start just posting or documenting whatever you have worked on in the previous week. If you start doing this regularly for around a period of 1 year throughout your learning and throughout your first few jobs, it's going to help you develop a huge network. It's going to build an online presence for yourself, and it's going to help you a lot throughout your career. That's it. It's that simple. I'm going to summarize quickly once again for you. Think from the employer standpoint and remember those 5 points, out of which 4, it is up to you. But the 5th point, wherein relevant experience, which can be addressed by the next 5 points, which I said, which are basically number 1, be a specialist. Number 2, building a portfolio for yourself. Number 3, try to see if you can work as a freelancer or a consultant, even if you have to work for free. Number 4, getting that certification, which is going to be crucial. And finally, building a personal brand for yourself. If you have all these criteria met, then I'm pretty sure any company who talks to you, if you present them with these 5 things, they are going to consider this a lot compared to the lack of relevant experience you have in the field. If you still have any questions about starting your career in digital marketing without any experience, go ahead and talk to me in the comments. I would try to reply to every one of them. You can also contact me on my LinkedIn or in my Instagram, and I have the links down in the description. And make sure you check out the other videos in order to get a complete picture of this video. I hope this video was useful. Go ahead and subscribe if it did. See you guys in another video. Cheers.